far so good. It's been installed for about 4 weeks now, and the first signs are very impressive. The main driver behind it was the rising energy costs and the bills that we were experiencing for a place like this. It's quite a big office block, it's 6,000 square foot, and of course the energy bills were getting higher and higher year on year, and so that's what drove me to look for a solar system. I like to think we'll make a massive saving. We obviously require energy all year round, but so far I'm very impressed with the results. We've got 42 panels on the roof, so we have a significant amount of exposure on the roof, and I'd like to think that we can be self-sufficient. We've got perfect aspect here, south-facing main roof, and I would imagine there's plenty of premises similar to ours, and they'll realise a good return on their investment. As we take the sunshine, it goes through the panels, and there's an element of power that goes back to the grid on top of the power that we use from those panels, and the government have deemed that we will receive income at a certain rate for the next 25 years, and that was a nice little bonus to acquiring a system like this. In terms of the figures that I was given by Energy Smart Solutions, roughly about 7 years, but looking at the results so far, it may well be quicker than that. It wasn't too difficult. The initial outlay was quite high, but when you look at the rising cost of energy, and particularly the level of expenditure that we have already, I could see that was going to be a sensible decision. We also have a commitment to sustainability. I've been in the construction industry, and again I could see the benefits of that. Obviously, being within the construction industry, we are exposed to this kind of thing quite regularly, so I did quite a bit of research, saw a lot of advertising for companies, but Energy Smart Solutions were recommended to us, and after due consideration and looking at the quality of the offer, we went with them. The whole process took about 3 to 4 months from initially contacting them. That's because we required planning permission, because we're a commercial premises. Domestic premises obviously don't need to do that, but we did, so we had to take 2 to 3 months from the council to get planning approval. Once we got that, it was all systems go. Workers were excellent. They arrived here on the Monday morning, put the scaffolding up, and by Wednesday afternoon the whole job was completed. Yeah, we obviously had to ensure that the roof structure was sound and would take the level of weight that 40 odd panels on the roof were dictated, but once we got through those little hurdles, everything was fine. I would certainly say so, yes. It's a simple case of mathematics. The rising energy costs are unbelievable, going up by double-digit percentages each year, and for me, we aim to be here for a long time. That would mean a lot of energy bills, high energy bills over the next 25 years. So in terms of that, pure finance, it was a no-brainer. It seems to be working well. Bearing in mind we are still in summer season, and no doubt that will tail off a little bit during the winter. As a managing director, yes, I'm delighted with the returns so far. It's been very encouraging. The screen that we have here shows the power that's been generated today. Obviously, when at the high points of the graph is where the sun was quite evident. At the moment, we're in a bit of an overcast situation, therefore it comes down on the scale. But that's a good indicator of how the power is being generated. I'm very impressed from beginning to end. He's a very knowledgeable chap, and his bedside manner was excellent. He came and explained the whole system, all the benefits, and the workmanship and the quality of the installation have been exceptional. I couldn't recommend him highly enough. I would recommend this system to everybody, certainly in our circumstances. The financial aspect is considerable, but also we understand about sustainability and ecology, and would recommend it on that grounds as well. But when one looks at the finance, it's obviously a no-brainer.